Yom Tif. Thanks for tuning in to the Kehillat Shari Torah Halacha Review for Sunday, September 27th. Today is Erev Yom Kippur, so I want to read you what it says from the Ezra's Torah Luach, the calendar that we use to remind us which Torah readings, which tefillos to say, and how to conduct ourselves. This is our shul version. You can get one by writing the Ezra's Torah people in New York, in Pomona, New York. You can certainly get them at the Hebrew bookstores here in town. Let me read you what it says for Sunday, September 27th, the 9th day of Tishrei. We say only a very few selichot in the morning, the usual morning services. We omit Avinu Malkeinu, we omit Mizmor LeTodah, we omit Tachanun, we omit Lamanatzeach. So a number of things are left out, makes it a little bit shorter, the davening today. We eat in a bountiful fashion the entire day. After midday, we immerse ourselves in a mikveh, not before an hour before midday. You may want to check around if you're interested in using one of the mikvehs in town. There are probably schedules set up for the public to use the mikveh. This is an obligatory immersion, says the Ezra's Torah Luach. Even a mourner who is sitting Shiva immerses himself late in the afternoon. Some people observe the custom of giving each other symbolic lashes before mincha. We talked about this when we discussed the laws of Erev Yom Kippur. These are very symbolic, where one person touches a person on the back with a belt or a gartel or some other thing, because the lashes are a punishment in the Torah. We don't do it nowadays because we don't have a beit din, we don't have a rabbinic court that can mete out that punishment. Okay, mincha time. Mincha, we say Ashrei, we say Chatzi Kaddish, the weekday Shemona Esrei, with all the changes in, of course, for the 10 days of Teshuvah. After our silent Shemona Esrei, we say Vidui, Ashamnu, Bagadnu, Gazalnu, and so on. We clap our chest. There's a long list of the confession to say, Al Chet Shachatanu Lefanecha, for the sins we have sinned before you. If you are davening at home, let me just check the pages, and I'll tell you, if you're davening at home and you have the Art Scroll Siddur that we use in Shul, you'll find on page 776. 776 is the Mincha for Erev Yom Kippur, with the long liturgy of Al Chetz there. That we're supposed to say on Erev Yom Kippur. The Chazan, however, repeats the usual repetition of the Shemona Esrei without saying the Vidui. We do not say Tachanun, there is no Vinu Malkeinu in the morning. He says the Kaddish Tit Kabel, the Kaddish Shalem, Aleinu, and Mourner's Kaddish. We give ample amounts of tzedakah during the day. Let me remind everyone to take advantage of that opportunity. No better tzedakah that I can think of than your own shul, Kehillat Shari Torah. Please be generous with that in any way that you can. We make a Seuda Mafseket, a concluding meal before the fast begins, and that should take place well before sunset. It's advisable that one eat light, easily digested foods and not overeat. One should avoid cheese, milk, fish, eggs, and wine at the meal. One should drink plenty of water as before any fast, so as not to be afflicted with thirst and dehydration, which is a serious condition during the fast. At the proper time, not later than 20 minutes before sunset, the brachas lahadlik ner shel Yom HaKippurim and shechianu are said with candlelighting. Where there's a custom for everyone to light a candle in shul, no bracha is made over that candle. If anybody would like to bring a candle to light in shul, please let me know. We'll make arrangements for that. That's in addition to the candle that we light, the yortzeit licht that we light at home for those who have departed this world. We bless our children if we ourselves are blessed with children, and pray that they have long lives and they should become Torah scholars, God-fearing individuals, and ardent supporters and lovers of Torah. Okay, then it gets into the whole description of what takes place with the prayers on Yom Kippur. Let me tell you how that meshes with the KST program. So very important to remember when you come for Kol Nidre and for Yom Kippur Day, please bring your machzor, as people did on Rosh Hashanah, and also bring a ticket. We are being very careful with the tickets for contact tracing purposes. We need to know exactly who's in the building, so that if, heaven forbid, there's a reason to let people know that some kind of infection has spread around, we'll be able to do that with alacrity. We're going to say slichas if you'd like to join us. They will not take very long. We're going to start at 7:30 on Zoom. You're welcome to join us in Shul. At 7:30 a.m. on Zoom, we'll say slichas. Usually takes 15 or 20 minutes, not more than that. Mincha, we will daven at 3 o'clock. We'll do our best to make a minyan here in Shul at 3 p.m. If you'd care to join us, anyone saying Kaddish or just wants to help with the minyan, please do. The actual candlelighting time is 6:46. If you're in Shul, we will have the availability of candles to light downstairs in the Davidson Social Hall. We'll open the doors, do our best to open the doors to the Shul approximately 6 o'clock. for those who want to come here early and settle in and say the Tefillah Zaka or otherwise prepare themselves for davening. Now, we're going to have a special one-time event. Didn't do it last year. We'll not do it next year, barring unforeseen circumstances. But the plan is just for this year. We did receive a special rabbinic dispensation to Zoomcast one round of Kol Nidre. So if you remember from past years, we say Kol Nidre with our Chazan 3 times in the Kol Nidre service before we start Ma'ariv. So we're going to Zoomcast the first of those 3. That's going to take place at 6:35 p.m. So 6:35 p.m. If you can log in before that, if you can log on to Zoom, if you're planning to do that, join us from home. You will be able to hear our Chazan here in Shul and the people singing along with the first Kol Nidre. 6:35, and if you can log in before, then you won't miss a minute of it. We will end the Zoom as soon as that first Kol Nidre ends, probably take about 5 minutes or so, and give everyone a chance to put away their computers, put away their phones, and so on. And then we'll continue with the remainder of Kol Nidre here in Shul. If you're davening at home, you'll say the other 2 go-rounds of Kol Nidre yourself, and you'll make the brachas from there on, Shechianu, and so on. Okay, so that'll be that. We're going to start davening on Yom Kippur morning at 9:30. We're going to abbreviate the service somewhat, considerably. We're going to start with Nishmat, as we did on Rosh Hashanah. That seemed to be successful and get us into Shul and out of Shul on time. Yizkor will be as close to 11 o'clock as we possibly can make it. If you're planning to be here for Yizkor and you would not like to miss it, I suggest being here at 10 to 11. We won't start before 11, but we will start right at 11. Hopefully we'll be on time for that. Nila will be in the afternoon, as the times are listed in the bulletins and the emails, and I believe on the ticket. Not 100% sure about that, but do, again, bring a ticket. There is a separate ticket. There are 3 separate tickets for Yom Kippur, one for Kol Nidre at night, one for the daytime service, Shacharis, Yizkor, and Musaf, and then yet another one for Ne'ilah. We're trying to anticipate having a space for everyone who would like to daven with us here in Shul. So hopefully that will work out and we'll be okay. The fast ends 7:46. 7:46 p.m. is the conclusion of Yom Kippur. We'll daven Ma'ariv here in Shul. We will make Havdalah in Shul, and we'll go about our merry way, happily, confident in God's positive judgment decision about us. We'll go on from there to build the sukkah to get ready for the next holiday. Okay, any questions, any comments, please feel free to get in touch with the office by email or phone. Eager to hear from you. Wishing everyone a Gemar Chatima Tova, Gemar Simatova, a good Gebench Jor, a happy and healthy and sweet new year. Only good things for everybody.